I wanted to kind of give an update on what I meant by the speed limit video. I think obviously it's an interesting perspective I offered. Now, in that video I was a little bit perhaps vague, which may lead people to think, well, he's saying people should be able to go as fast as they want when they want. That's not the case. Side streets are 25, where there's tight-knit, compact residents. 25 is fine. 15, 20, those small speed limits are obviously fine where they are. Someone's chasing a ball on a summer day. Someone's chasing their dog. The dog runs out. Someone's skateboard falls out from under them and they chase it. That's obviously why it's important in those scenarios. If someone's going 40 or 50 and you're doing Autobahn type stuff on those streets, that's not going to work. You need to be able to stop within 20, 30 feet, and you can't do that fast. You see someone chasing their dog, their skateboard, their ball, or a dog run out, or whatever, a person on a bike. You need to be able to stop within a distance so they can either respond or you can stop and not hit them. So there's that. But what I'm referring to is extremely long thoroughfare roads. MN7 is one that goes east to west across this, starts just a little bit west of Minneapolis down by the lakes and goes all the way out to the South Dakota border pretty much. Montevideo, all that out there. There's no reason that road couldn't be up to 80. Obviously areas where it's populated, the cities should control their speed limits. Hutchinson might be faster than, say, Cosmos or Silver Lake or whatever. It's on the city to set their speed limits and give officers parameters for enforcement of such, because the freeway speed or the highway speed might be 60 when in the town they want you to go down to 40, 30, 35, whatever, 45 if it's a wider road going through a outer part of the city, stuff like that. But in terms of thoroughfares, there's 12. 12 shouldn't be 60 or 55. 12 should be up there too. Cuts across the state. People use that to go several hundred miles. You've got various people who use it for different things. You might have grandma returning home 10 miles from the grocery store with some eggs and she's only going 40. She's only using it for 10 miles, whereas someone is going from, say, Hopkins and they're going all the way out past Montevideo. Their use of that government highway is extremely different than grandma with her eggs going 40. They both are using it. They both are using the benefit of what their tax dollars built, but they're using it for different reasons. They have different values, different speeds they're comfortable at, and different abilities. I doubt grandma would ever go 80 in her life, unless her life depended upon it. The guy would probably never go 40 when he could be going faster to get to his destination, unless his life depended on it, or he had no choice in the matter. It's about reason. There are freeways that are like that. Obviously, and the Autobahn isn't as fast as you want. There's obviously limits, but they're set high because obviously they want their citizens to make an educated, safe decision. So, but then again, Germany doesn't have the level of crime that America has. It's not as big, and there's not as much mental health crisis in Germany as there is in America, where people just press on the gas when they're fighting with their wife. So you gotta look at it from all angles, but I think it's definitely an interesting thing to look at. There are some freeways that are 80. I-90 that intersects 35W at Albert Lea. There's 80, which runs through Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas area, stuff like that. There's those freeways that are high speeds because they cut through large sections of the country. People are using them to go several hundred, if not 1,000 plus miles to get where they're going. They want to obviously give people the ability to go, slow and take their time. But also people want to get to the Black Hills in, just under 10 hours, going 80 or 85 if they choose to do the 5 over thing. Or people want to go 60 or 65 and get there and maybe stop off in, Mitchell or where is Wall Drug and Wall, So there's people have options, you know.